EMC family and to our YouTube family who will watch this later. Just a wonderful overcast morning in beautiful Barbados, and as we watch the sun rays start to shed light on the St. George Valley, I will leave you with some couple more minutes enjoying this beauty before we say our prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not mine, be done. Amen. And just like you, I'm here standing in awe of this beauty. And just wait till I start to move the camera. You're going to be totally amazed about this view at a vantage point in the island. This Gun Hill site is, for whatever better word this one is, spectacular. Despite the overcast clouds, it is just spectacular. But before we could call it Gun Hill, it used to be called Briggs Hill. This is the second highest point in the breadbasket parish of Barbados, St. George. And we see the beautiful St. George Valley with all its fields. Can you imagine all of them with canes and crops? And of course we can see what the years have done with the urban development in areas. You're going to see that. But it kind of gives you an idea. Just remove so many buildings. Just think of little areas being developed, and you will have a mind's eye of what this area looked like in 1697. That is when the Militia Act decreed that guns would be stationed at this location, mainly to give rural dwellers notice of any threat of invasion, because the vantage point is so beautiful. So I'm gonna give you a 180 from this point. And this is the view at a lower elevation of the site. There is a higher elevation of this, but can you just see? We can see everything from here. I can even see in the distance where the Hilton is, where the Central Bank is, where the cranes at the port, the lights at the National Stadium, just to give you some viewpoints on what I'm seeing from here. The new homes at Boarded Hall done by Sagicor, we can see from here. We can see the dome at the airport that tells the weather system. We can see from this vantage point. So I'm just imagining why I understand more and more now why it was set up and why it is such a pivotal part of our Barbadian history. But this view, I could just keep moving like this, but I'm gonna take you to another point so you can get another view of it and these beautiful buildings. So here we go. I'm gonna get to that. But the view first. And it's a lovely location for a wedding. Just throwing that out there in the morning mix. And look another view. Let's go at this angle. And you're seeing the buildings in Warrens. And you're going right back. I'm gonna raise my hand up so you can start to see St. Joseph and the surrounding areas. Isn't that just, it is a spectacular view, everybody. Spectacular. So it makes me, when there's a full moon again, I'm coming up here for when they have their full moon open events, because this at full moon with the lights twinkling down in the valley, no words are needed. It's just breathtaking. And all in this beautiful island of Barbados. So can't speak about the beautiful island without speaking about the beautiful people. So wait, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he's here with us. I'm gonna try and be good to him. So we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves this morning. So we start with
Caroline, Cruising Spice.
Cruising Spice is here. And we have Switch Spice. Mary's modeling. Okay, guys, note well. I don't think we've all had enough coffee yet.
Good morning.
Good morning. No, not you.
Not me?
Not you. And we have Cheryl and Jeanette here with us. And of course, Nicholas, yes.
How are you? You good? Aren't I
Yes.
handsome?
And so, what we like to do, EMC welcome. We ask our repeat visitors to introduce themselves.
Because you forget names, Nicole. You forgot your name.
Canada.
Dean. She'll probably call you Walter or something.
I'm letting our repeat visitors introduce themselves.
Hi. I'm camera shy.
And our first time EMC, he watches us and he's here for the first time with us.
Hi, how are we doing?
Yes, Tim is here and he's part of Rally Barbados.
Barbados, doing some
So
marshalling.
yes, people get out this weekend and watch Rally this weekend and next weekend. I have to. My sister has been one of those people who have been highlighted as women in Rally. So yes. So I have to put that plug in there for Rally Barbados. Yes. So okay, back to this beautiful view. Yes. So let's go here. So after the 1816 slave rebellion, the establishment of martial law, a series of signal stations were established under the direction of Lord Combermere when he became a governor of Barbados in 1817. So you remember Lord Combermere was the one who put the seal on the grave at the Chase Vault. He's the one that the school is named after. And so he was the person that instituted having these signal stations built. And Gun Hill, this one, was built in 1818 along with 5 other signal stations. Dover and Grenade Hall in the north, Cotton Tower in the east, Highgate and Moncrief in the south. And by 1870, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that from here, but what we are hearing right now is the 6 o'clock chimes from St. George Parish Church. Hold on a second. I don't think you guys can hear it, but we can hear from here the 6 o'clock chimes from the St. George Parish Church. And that is the beauty of this morning. As Nick says, it's one thing to watch on the blog, but you have to be here, because I'm going to ask everybody. Hold on a second. Everybody just heard that? You heard the 6 o'clock chimes? And I don't know if the... Huh? No, my alarm is off. Yeah, my alarm is off, yes. Ooh. And here comes the beautiful rain. So I need protection. Nick is not hearing me. Which is so cute. But that was the 6 o'clock chimes of the St. George Parish Church, and that is kind of center of our camera at this moment. Yeah, I need my rain protection because here comes the rain.
Your rain boy is here.
Okay, you guys heard that first on the EMC. I have a rain boy. Okay. So by 1870, 5 more were erected. 5 more signal stations were erected in the Bridgetown area. Commercial Hall, which is now Carlisle Car Park. Queen's House, which is in Queen's Park, and we've seen that building. Government House is where the president resides. Central Police Station, everybody knows where Central Police Station is on, I can't remember what that road is called, coming out of Bridgetown. And Neham's Point, because the Hilton was not that size. The Hilton did not exist in 1674. So that little lighthouse that we have been at several times, and sadly Hilton is now covered in rain, and this is beautiful to watch, because those of us who live in the Warrens area always say the rain comes through the St. George Valley, and so we're actually seeing a cloud with rain coming through the St. George Valley. You can actually see the valley from this viewpoint. And so with this landscape a little less dense as it is now, you can imagine these signal stations in place and be seen clearly by each location. Yes. Can you guys hear the rain? And this is a first for us, or first for me. I've never done a vlog in the rain.
Shame.
So the St. George, and you can see the rain moving through the St. George Valley. Can you see that as it shifts? Yes. So all those who live in Warrens and Grisettes and Lodge Terrace, the rain is coming. So if you put out laundry, go run and pick it up quickly, because it's going to get soaked.
Great weather person.
I know, because right now it's just about hitting where the Roberts factory is in St. George, that whole industrial estate. That's where it's hitting, because it's now moved away from the others. Yes. Yeah. This is going to be lovely to watch, yes. So we're going to have some rain today, the plants, the farmers, and now this will explain to everybody why St. George was called the breadbasket, because you see we've just watched that rain come right down through the St. George Valley and wet all the crops. Most fertile land in the island. So these signal stations were tall enough to command an extensive view of the island's relatively flat landscape and full view of the ocean. Because yes, what we're seeing just beyond the horizon is the ocean. Doesn't look like that, but that's what it is. The ridge that you see there, that's the Christchurch Ridge. That's the Christchurch Ridge, and from there the drop happens. The drop happens after the Christchurch Ridge, and there's the ocean. And as the land tapers off, here we are now hitting the sea. So you can see Hilton, you can see the sea, and then you come right around to where the cranes are, and that is the harbor. And in those days, there would not have been the harbor. It would be a little island just off there called Pelican. So just kind of envision how the landscape has changed so much over the centuries. So the strategically placed signal stations made it easy to communicate with each other via signal flags and lights. Gun Hill was more complex than the others because of its location. Gun Hill would communicate with Cotton Tower in the east. And let me see if I can go up the steps to kind of give you a little idea of how that would feel. We were hoping this morning that the National Trust would have the tower open so that you could get a better view. But let me see if I can take it from this side. So that's the door. Let me angle for you. That's the door to the signal station. Yes. And there's a window open. But, okay, let me angle better. So when I tell the story, you'll understand. Right next to the open window, can you see that hole? That hole is where that hole now lines up with the viewpoint at Cotton Tower. And so when they put their hands through there and signal with the flags and the lights, Cotton Tower would see, because the holes were strategically placed so it directly lined up with the next signal station. So this hole was the hole that was signaled to Cotton Tower in the east, and hopefully one morning we're going to take you to Cotton Tower and you get to see that station because it's still there. And we're going around the building because she's been here since 1818, so you know this is mortar. Here we go. And if I angle again up for you, you see that hole up there by that window? That took you. Oh, okay, somebody's saying they can hear the rain. Okay, wonderful. That hole up there took you now to the ones in town, the stations in the town, and it would relay to either Hilton. Hilton would pick that up. The Needham's Point location would pick it up, or the one at Government House would pick it up and relay it as well. So, whoop. Okay, you know how it is. Yes, you know we have to have some sort of fun. We have not had fun with the land, so you saw a beautiful view of this area. And I believe there is another hole that used to point to Moncrief as well. So what would happen is that, the Gun Hill would communicate with Cotton Tower in the east, who would relay the signal to Grenade Hall, which is close to Farley Hill, to give you a viewpoint from here. And Grenade Hall will relate to Dover Fort, and Dover Fort is currently where Kozham Parry is. That used to, so that you can understand how the signal will relay. All these trees were not so massive. There are pictures of this area with nothing but just the lion and all of this bare. So, and then Gun Hill would communicate with Moncrief in the southeast, and then it would turn, as I said, and communicate with Government House and Highgate Gardens. That we know Highgate Gardens had a signal tower as well, and they would turn around and relay to Commercial Hall and Needham's. The main area of connection was the top floor, so the holes that I just show you where the wall were strategically placed towards the receiving signal station. These messages were sent via flags in all shapes, colors, and combinations. Significant importance was the height of which these flags were raised, each level carrying a different signal meaning. And because after that rebellion, of course, you know, the planters want to keep their dominance over the slaves. So this system had to be put in place because you have thousands and thousands of slaves and small number of planters. But in the end, the system ended up being very useful to notify for hurricanes, to notify for any other disturbance that was happening in the country. And of course, as time went on and we got telephones in the country, this whole system was closed down. But it was very effective in its time. And of course, the tower here at Gun Hill, the one at Cotton Tower, the one at Grenade Hall still exists. The Needham Point Lighthouse is still there. And you can understand the other locations of Queen's Park and Government House because of the elevation, how they were used. And if you look there, right between all those beautiful branches, you can see a little white lion. And he looks very, very tiny from here, with his hand on the world. So we're going to visit him later and tell you a little bit more about him and how he was created. But we are at this beautiful site of Gun Hill this morning with all the trees, with all the valley. And the breeze from up here, guys, it is amazing, amazing. Hopefully, what we will do is visit Cotton Tower, because that's still there that you can see. Visit Grenade Hall, go to the location of Dover Fort. Moncrief is no longer there. Of course, Highgate is now gardens. We've been to Needham Point several times, so you know what that looks like. We've been to Queen's Park. Government House would be more security, so we won't venture there, but you know where the governor's house is. And it explains why these stations were set up. But this one here at Gun Hill is a view, a must. It's one thing for us to show you, but it's another thing for you to see it in person because it is beautiful. And of course, the Saturday morning traffic, St. George is waking up beautifully. And we're having a hazy morning because they did predict that we would have some haze, which is the African dust coming over, as well as the rain. So here is now the rain coming down through the St. George Valley, and an area that we looked at where the sun was coming through now is totally white, and that is rain. That is rain coming across. So I think I'll be kind to us and let's stay in this location before we move off. So I promise you we'll try and come back up here and do one more view of this before I leave, because this is just so breathtaking. So not only, so this site that hosted a complete staff of persons. There were guns up here, quartermaster, military officers, encampments, all of that, because it was such a strategic point. And here we have original cannons. Isn't that beautiful? And on the cannon itself is the coat of arms of the king. So look at that. And that is embedded in all three cannons. So you know that these cannons have been here for quite some time. Beautiful. This area is so beautiful. Of course, it's a historic location, and as always, the historic locations have the National Trust sign. So yes, and then they have little plaques up. This was opened by the Right Honorable JMGM Tom Adams on November 24th, 1982, because this had fallen in disrepair and use, and therefore the National Trust took it over and restored it. And so they say here that the introduction of the telephone, as I told you, in Barbados in 1883, made the use of the signal stations as a mean of communicating redundant. Government leased the remaining signal station with the exception of Gun Hill and Highgate to private concerns. Highgate was kept operational at the request of Bridgetown merchants as it supplied information on commercial shipping to Commercial Hall, Bridgetown's Chamber of Commerce. And that's where the Carlisle car park now is. So you understand the importance of it. And I'm sure the person trained to use the lights and flags. That had to be very important, because if you lifted the wrong flag at the wrong angle and gave the wrong signal, it can mean something completely different. Yes. So, and what the National Trust did was beautify these grounds and the beautiful plants all through here. There's a lovely walkway up to the tower, and this whole area, let me just tilt the camera for you so you can enjoy the beauty of this morning. There's a resident Gun Hill cat, and from the time I've said the Serenity Prayer, she's been walking alongside me all along. Almost a tour guide too. But the beauty of this location is so lovely, everybody. It is really worth the visit. You know, and if to walk into the tower itself and look through those holes and see the view that they would have seen. We were hoping that the tower would have been open as well so that you would get that view. So I'm still hopeful that someone will turn up in time and we will be able to see the view from up there. This is so lovely. And so this location is always used for different events. Lots of people have weddings here, and it's just so lovely. They have little benches along the way too for you to sit and enjoy. And the breeze is so cool up here this morning. Oh, despite the overcast conditions, it's so beautiful. And they have a bar, so like this is a main entrance. Ooh, yeah, that's Rain.
Your Rain Boy's here.
Okay, thank you, Rain Boy. Because I said to myself, I know I saw the rain coming through the valley, but I was hoping that we got a little further down. Okay, so this is bathrooms, but this look like this is an original building transformed now into bathrooms. Ooh, and it's open.
Well, let's go in and have a look then.
You understand? We're not going to watch the bathrooms, but we are going to take it. We're not doing the bathroom view, but we're doing the view from here. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And look, you see? And I see that they're trying to clear away, I think, to what has happened, the rain falling. Okay, sorry. Yes, the rain falling has, you know what happens when it gets near me, guys. Everything goes crazy. See, this is the Gun Hill cat that has been following me every step of the way. See, yes, so obviously, yes. Yeah, and she keeps snuggling near me, which is a first for me. But look how dense the forest, the trees are in this whole area. They've grown up over time, and the rain is coming through the valley. So of course we're getting lovely showers now. This is kind of a good hangout spot. The breeze. So this is so funny. They remember to leave the bathrooms open, but they forgot to leave the tower open. Go figure.
I think this may be more important.
And so yes. So they have these beautiful areas. Like this area here is the perfect area for another wedding or party. notice I keep starting with weddings. But and what they've done is taken the old buildings that would have been used for stores, for different things, and turned them into buildings being used for storage and different things like that. Of course, here is the Barbados flag, and they have flagpoles in place, but no one's here yet, so it's now being it's folded up. And this is another cannon put down in memory of the 11th memory of Craftsman Wallace 𝗀𝗏𝗏 Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, 1920 to 1940. Isn't that just a beautiful cannon? And so, and this is in a spot because of the, I'm going to drop my hand even lower so you can see the base that it is on with the bricks of the time. And so it could tell you that cannons would be in these locations to fire off. And just look at this view again. This is another angle of the view. And what this looks like to me, some trees have been cut, but some land slippage has gone on. So I don't know if they're trying to clear this area to give, yeah, to give everybody a better view. I would think so. Yeah. Well, we have to be careful of that, because then if the land has nothing to hold on to, next thing you know, you will have land slippage. So yes, here we are experiencing the cool St. George rain going through the valley. Wow! And it's coming down harder. Can you hear that?
I'm so happy you're getting wet, Nicole.
Ah! This is so great!
Your rain boy is doing the best he can.
This is so lovely this morning. Oh wait, Nick, there's a building right up. I have to lean over to get that. This seems to be like another storage building. Yes. I don't know if you guys can see that. An older building. Yeah. Is it there? Yeah. So there's an older storage building there. And from the looks of it, that looks like it's been around since 1818 too.
You remember that when it was built?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing those floor plans.
Yeah. Hatched in mud.
Oh, yeah. Oh my. So
Restaurant.
yeah, this is the restaurant area. This just looks like a new base that they put here. But this building where I think where tickets are taken would be a older building converted. Because look at the chimney stack. So, oh, this might have been the kitchen. Yes.
Might still be the kitchen.
Might still be the kitchen too, because that, yeah, that would have been a clear indication that a wood stove was in there, and that release needed to happen. Wow. Oh, dear. Yeah. We're having some moments this morning.
We're looking at the sky.
Yes. So here we are inside the little restaurant. This is so sweet. Oh, and they have lanterns. This is nice. This is all nice. Hope it's not too dark for you guys so you get an idea. But this venue is just beautiful. Yeah? Okay. Lovely. Look at this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely tables, lovely chairs.
Lovely Nick.
Yeah, lovely Nick. Lovely everybody. Where everybody's still down at the other end. It's just, he cannot help himself, everybody. Nope. Yes. So we need to get on the road. We're just kind of just holding off.
You're being lazy, Nicole.
Because, you know, Nicole is sugar and we don't want sugar to melt. So I'm making sure that I wait till the rain has eased off as much as possible.
Your sugar is being fossiled. You're fine. Just be careful slippage out there.
Yeah, because yes.
We'll just warn people up.
Yes, yeah, because everybody, you have to be a little careful. Pardon me?
Where's that?
Where? Oh, Okay, no, a rainbow from the St. George Valley. This we have to see. Sorry, pick up my pace. Pick up my pace.
Got your rainbow running here.
No, well, everybody, how sane I
Jeanette,
was.
You're telling the truth, all right? Oh,
Oh my
lost.
God.
Look at that rainbow.
Oh, we're seeing the end of the rainbow. Oh, thank you, the ancestors.
Pot of gold, pot of gold.
Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? And it's hidden right on an open field. Isn't that just breathtaking? Let's see how much of that I can capture. I hope y'all are seeing all that. Isn't that beautiful?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. Look at that. And you can see it forming, so I need to
That's beautiful.
shift over. I was saying I was being nice and saying to Nicholas turn up, and I went crazy there for a moment. Don't hold it against me, but look at how the rainbow is starting to form. Can you see that? It's beautiful. Ah, okay. Ah, see that? Ah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? And it's still hitting the ground. Okay, cool. Look at that. Yes. A promise. Promises, promises,
Are you taking a
promises.
picture of the rainbow here? I'm called the rainbow fish. You know, they'll have pool boys. I'm called the rainbow.
It's called the rainbow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and we see that hitting the valley.
So I've been told.
There's nothing like seeing a rainbow in the morning.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Everybody else is hiding. We have some real Bajans with us, obviously.
Yeah, they're not
Ready for
enjoying the
rain.
rain. Yes. Oh, and look how the rain is just going through the valley. So you can see from the rainbow, it had been just there, and it's further down now, and now Warrens is getting soaking wet. So people, anybody live in Warrens, pick up the laundry. Don't even try it. It's gonna be there for a while.
Or put the dirty laundry on your line, let it wash itself. You can do that too. Wash your mud on your feet then.
Yes.
Wash
So here we
mud on
go.
your feet and,
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We have to watch the muddy areas. We have to watch where we're stepping because, of course, it's a little slippery and we don't want any accidents happening. So what we're going to do is try and pick up the rest of our docile walkers and take them down the hill with us to hear the roar of the lion. Maybe one of us will get on the lion's back and try to ride the lion.
I thought you said you were doing that.
Oh,
That's
me?
what you said.
Okay, we'll see. Because he looks short here, but he might be taller than I can imagine. So, where are the young people? Hear me calling them young people.
I can shout them up if you would like.
Yes, please. But just, I know, you know, we've just experienced a lovely rainfall. So look at how beautiful the trees are now even looking. They're just so beautiful.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah. This is a beautiful, beautiful location. We must thank the National Trust for allowing us to come in so early in the morning. You know, it's not always easy on the workers, but we enjoy coming out and showing you Barbados before the sun rises, before any noise starts to happen. And these are the wonderful gates of the location. So in order to get to the lion, we have to take a walk. So here we go. Yeah, we should take this walk together. It'd be much more fun. But just look at that view. Yeah, and I can hear the clock from here, at St. George Parish Church, chiming on the time at 6:30. And it's so peaceful. So we're kind of in a kind of quiet holding pattern. Yes.
We should talk about
him, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should talk about him. Yeah, because I got Miss J here with us, and he's always talking smack about us, saying things that she said she did and all that, but she didn't do that. We just have to keep an eye on where he is. Is he coming up behind us? I hope not.
No,
Because so far behind.
He's
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but
he gets mad when people call me Star Girl.
I know.
So
And you really are the star of the show. I don't understand
I got a
why he
name for
feels.
him. I think you'll like it.
Yeah?
Monstar.
A monster. I love it. And he's still okay. He doesn't realize that we're here talking smack about him because he doesn't listen. So
And there's a delay. Remember, he says that.
yeah, there's a 10-second delay, but his delay is even later because he only sees this when he's putting it up on YouTube.
That's right,
And by then he would not have known that we have been talking smack about him. This is our turn. But we're walking down the road, guys, down to the Lion, and it's a nice little route. And I think it was all set up for the British the military, when they were moving their, well, there's not vehicles, it would be horses and carriages in those days. Okay, we saw a car coming, vehicle coming. Yeah, they better see us. Morning. So maybe that visitor is taking the route that we have to walk, that we're walking to see the island. But just look at the views from here. It's so beautiful. And good morning to everybody. Thank you so much for being present. To our YouTube family who will watch later, we so appreciate your support and the things that you're enjoying. The cues in the community, everybody is enjoying. When we change it up and do something different, like last Sunday, Jeanette and Nick went to the market at Holders Hill.
Oh, Saturday.
Yes, everybody enjoyed that. That was awesome, and we need to do more of that. So you get to see the diversity of Barbados and the fact that we're just more than sea and sand. There's so many things going on. Of course, this is the relay station nowadays for electricity, for cable, and for internet. So that's what we're passing there, because life changes and no more flags and lights. There's actually wires running and things happening. So yes, EMC is going to keep mixing it up for you and keep offering you different things so you get to see Barbados, so that when you planning to come home, you know what you can have a look at. Go look at our blogs and decide what you're going to take in, pre-book things, and so that you have a fantastic holiday here. And look at this. The views around here is just so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And up the hill are our docile walkers, far in the distance. Come on, lazy people. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick up the pace. They'll hear me 10 seconds from now. Yes. So Nick likes to say that I'm the notorious liar. But are there any lies I'm telling you this morning? No. I'm just having spectacular views for you and interesting information about how a country evolves. And it would really be nice. Here's something that the National Trust could think of, is having persons who are taught how to do the flags. And so that you can do that actual demonstration at different times and show people, you know, the signals. I don't know if you really can have a view line anymore from here to Cotton Tower, but that would be interesting to see. Or maybe on a moonlight night or a night when it's dark, that you do the lights and you see if it can be relayed, and if, you know. But then of course now we have street lights and all that. In those days there were no street lights. When it was pitch black at night, it was pitch black. So, but interesting part of our Barbadian history. Deborah, I love you. If you were here, I would give you one big hug. Yes, there is only one liar. Yes, with or without coffee. And I must say, when he gets a special brand of coffee and he's not functioning as he should, I get very scared. I almost come out the blog and check again because I need to make sure that I'm really watching the EMC, because I've grown accustomed to him telling the lies and doing foolishness. So a normal Saint Nick is not right.
Well, you know what? He wasn't lying. He really loves the West Coast, and I keep trying to get him, but he looks at my phone every time I say it. How beautiful it is, and how perfect the water is.
I have to stop at every point to let you see. So now the rain is gone and the view again is amazing. And I think what we are seeing there with the towers, the two towers, that most probably could have been approximately where, yeah, I think I got that right, where Highgate would have been. Yes, yep, that's about where Highgate would have been. The two little towers with the orange building, which is now I believe either CXC in that area. So that's the Highgate lookout. And if you move across a little closer, you're there into the St. George Heights. So Barbados is beautiful. We may not be high, but our elevations are great. Oh, and here comes a...
You hear him check on you?
Just keep going.
No. I was just waiting for the other stuff. Yeah, the slow people. I kept saying pick up the pace, pick up the pace. So now we're all together, which means Jeanette and I have to behave good. We can't tell any more lies.
That's possible.
So it's wonderful to see the amount of infrastructure. We take a lot of things for granted, but all of this had to have been built in those days to accommodate what happens. That's all right. You can get ahead of me. That's not a problem. Yes. No, you're never interrupting me. It's so lovely to have everybody to walk. And it's great because now everybody's behind me, so that if a car comes, there are others. Correct, because I like walking in the center of the road. You understand? I like doing certain things. Oh, talking about doing certain things. I don't think you see me for the morning. So good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you have enjoyed what we've done so far. Yes, of course. I'm not alone.
She always got me in the camera. She always got me in the camera all the time.
Like everybody.
Real camera hog then.
Everybody else is there too. So, and I know some people say, "Oh my God, I love your smile. I love your smiling face." So, here's my smiling face.
Aww.
How are you guys doing? It is so lovely to have you with us. And all of this is called killing time as we walk to the lion.
In a beautiful way.
In a beautiful way. Yes, of course. And yes, the joys of Docile Saturday is wherever we walk, we have to walk back. So I'm hoping that when we walk back, that someone has opened the tower and I get to go up there and give you the view from the actual tower and through those holes so you can see that view. And it's a lovely, cool walk.
We're about quarter way there now.
Yeah. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's nice to do this with a group of people.
Nicole, is that camera still on you?
No.
Okay.
I have everybody watching this view. Because actually this view and this lane always reminds me of Cherry Tree Hill when you're coming up to the brow. It's the same sort of look.
Monkeys down here shortly.
Yeah, we will see monkeys. Oh, that would be great. Oh my, I didn't say goodbye to my Gun Hill cat. She has been following me from the time we got there. Wow. I know there's a reason why I didn't go in the military or defense force, or is this kind of walking and exercise is overrated. I can't really say that. I really shouldn't say that. Oh dear. So sometimes it can be all about me. Let's see everybody else. You guys are enjoying this? Yes, Cheryl is enjoying this. She's talking to Tim. She's talking off his ear. She hasn't stopped talking. I'm sure of it. You heard that? I knew. Oh. So, and we're all meeting up with new friends, reconnecting on Saturday mornings as we normally do, and enjoying this. I was here thinking maybe they need to cut a path from up the hill, yeah, and have steps coming down to the line. So maybe that's why they're up there clearing that area to do that. Because after you visit the tower and all that, you have to really take this walk or get back into your vehicle and drive, park on one of these byways, and walk up the steps to the line. So maybe they're looking at cutting a pathway and some steps into the terrain to offer that.
We didn't see any monkeys.
No, we didn't see any monkeys, but we had one monkey walking with us.
That's good.
Can't call him that. My rainbow has been good this morning. Covered me, didn't tell any lies, didn't give it any trouble. Just cut here. This 10-second delay, like it shorter. Okay. So now we get the joy of walking up these steps, but thank goodness there's a handrail, important, because again, it's a little slippery. So everybody be careful, handrail please. It's a little slippery because the rain has just finished falling. And wait till I get to the top. So let me just angle it for you. Because we just had that little rain, the ground is a little slippery. And they have it spaced out so it's user friendly. Maybe they might look at putting a lift in so you get the view coming down and coming back up. That would be an idea. So, I didn't.
Oh dear, well,
I'm here busy catching my breath.
we'll have to wait till Nick comes to tell us how many steps there were.
Okay. So, here we are. Here we are. Let me clear my throat. The lion at Gun Hill was carved from a single piece of stone, coral stone, in 1868 by Captain Henry Wilkinson, along with 4 military laborers, and their names are also etched here on the wall. They were M. Brown, D. Nicholas, D. Harris, Private William, and they helped Captain Wilkinson to carve this beautiful lion. The quote below the lion is in Latin. Let me step back. And the translation is, "He will rule from sea to sea, from river to the ends of the earth."
Oh, okay. Is it everything in that one on this side?
The lion stares out to sea.
Right, okay. Well,
Its upraised left front paw resting on a large round ball, which is meant to show the power and scope of the British Empire around the globe. And you must remember that in 1868, the British were ruling the waters around the world, and we were British owned at the point in time. So hence the globe is to symbolize Britain's hold on the entire world. Because I'm sure a lot of us remember the song Britannica Ruled the Waves. So this is part of our history. And so because Captain Wilkinson was born in Durham, England, and he would have been stationed, majority of his life he was a military man, and he was stationed in many different places for the British government, and he was an artist and a sculptor. He came here and this inspired him. Now I'm hoping to find a treasure that they say is still here. I don't know if it's still here, but let's see. But they said that in this bench, there it is. So I'll tilt this way so you can see that. That is the scale down, and it needs to now be cleaned out. But this is the board of a worry game, and a worry was a game brought by the Africans over with little pebbles. My dad and my godfather used to play it for hours and hours, and in fact we have a worry board home, and this was to one of the laborers ensured that this was carved into the bench that sits behind the lion. And this is the view, because once you sit on this bench, this is the view of the lion from the lion's perch. So let me take a couple steps down, because the beauty of this location is that it's all carved in. The steps, you know, you can actually see where they may have been. They carved spaces so that they could, okay, I think I got it there. No, okay, spawn there, spawn there. And I wanted to show you this view. I need someone to just hold that for me, so I could just have the extra hand. And I can't get any further than I am now, but I am right next door to the lion. The lion is right there, and I'm literally on his back, showing you the view from his vantage point.
No, he hasn't got a picture of you on the lion. No, she's getting it.
I would love to step up a little further and get on the lion's back. Mary, you're gone already? Yes, you're going to hold the gimbal for me for 2 seconds.
Yes.
So if you come here and hold here. Got it?
Yeah.
Can I get back?
Oh no!
I don't know.
Here, let me
Nicole,
Here,
I
come
thought
back.
that you should get on that lion. Nicole?
Yeah.
And then I'm going up next.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
And Barry, then I want to come up next.
Well, I kind of said in the notes to our team that I was going to ride the lion, but I am right here. Jeanette will take this picture and we'll post it later. I am resting my hands on the lion. And so I can see what the lion sees and what he's been seeing since 1868. He was carved in 1868. So this year, he is 155 years old. And shortly, I will be celebrating my 55th birthday. So we're close enough. Close enough. So here we are. And I'll tell you guys something. This is a first for me and EMC, Yes, I'm on the lion's back. I'm the true Olympian. Whoever said that, yes, you are my person this morning. Ah, dear God. Yes, I'm riding lions. You imagine that? Yes. I'm not afraid of lions or tigers or bears. Yeah. Or Nicholas. But this is the view. The view, the view, the view. I will take this moment to say to everybody, find something that you're passionate about and fall in love with it deeply. Last year when I got COVID and I thought, I'll just come out and walk with Nicholas on Saturdays to get my lungs in shape. Never would I think 9 months later, I'd be standing on the lion's back with a gimbal sharing history with you. And this has been an incredible journey for me, journey of healing. I said to my mother this week only, what did you think my dad would say of all of this? He said he would be so proud of you, of all that you are sharing and all that you're giving. So I implore everybody, self-care is very important. Find the things that you love. We work and work and work for companies and then we retire. And then sometimes our health are in such a state because of the stress and the crap that goes on in offices that we don't get to enjoy what's truly important, our families and our lives. Get up every day and find something that you love and that you are passionate about and go out and enjoy it. Because I am certainly having a moment of a lifetime this morning, standing here on the lion's back. Yes, sharing all this with you. So, my dear, dear friends, from the lion at Gun Hill, from the beautiful, beautiful views of the St. George Valley, we wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful day. I am going to scope down, let them say goodbye to you. Bye, yeah? And I'm going to turn this angle. Yeah. Everybody, wait, let me lower my hand a little bit more. Yes, got you guys. Bye. Wait. I need you, Mary. And from me. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day and enjoy it. Life is to be enjoyed. Find your passion and go and live it. Bye, everybody.
Your bodyguard.
I want to get up there. You ready? Look, this surprise. Look at that.
Wait. Me and the camera having fun.